I look almost dead. What's going on, YouTube? It's your friend Jess, and I hope that you are thirsty. Summertime is here. You guys know that is one of my all-time favorite seasons after fall and spring. Okay, so I guess it's really my third favorite season. Winter can just go. Snow, no thank you. I like how it looks. Don't like driving in it. All that's besides the point. Jessica, move on. You guys, I am over the moon excited today. I was able to order a palette that is now sold out. God only knows how long it's gonna be sold out for. I mean, look at the blood sugar palette. That's right, I am talking about the brand new Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. Ooh, here is the card that I got in the mail. You guys can see kind of all the fun different looks that he's pulling off with it. And this right here is the palette. As you guys can see, available June 16th. She is $48. I got my hands on not one, but two of the Thirsty palettes. Ooh. So what I'm gonna do, you guys, just like I'm doing with the Jeffree Star Equality Lip Bundle, I'm going to be saving this for a giveaway. I definitely think we can hit 500 subscribers by the end of August, so I'm gonna be holding it until then. And not only do I have the Thirsty palette and the Equality Lip Bundle to give away, but your girl also has an unopened, limited edition, Wet n Wild Unicorn collection. This came out before the Goth and the Mermaid collection. I have been holding on to this sucker, you guys. I just fell in love with it when I first saw it, and I just never got around to opening it. Part of me just said, you know, I feel like somebody else will appreciate the hologram stuff kind of more than me. So I've got this, a Thirsty palette, and an Equality Lip Bundle all ready to go. So make sure that if you're not subscribed, that you do subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies to get watching. All right, guys, let's go ahead and open up the actual palette. Oh, look at that. Orange is one of my favorite colors. I love it. You guys know I've been rocking it in eyeshadow a lot lately. It's very summery. The unicorn here is a bright orange. It's a little bit metallic looking, I would say. And then there's kind of these little droplets of water all over it. Thirsty. So I really love that about the unicorn end. Now I went on the website to double check because this is a new formula, so let's see what it says. According to the website, introducing the Thirsty palette from the 2018 summer collection, featuring 10 blendable mattes and 5 blinding ultra metallics in a brand new formula. Ooh, I think maybe then just the metallics are in the new formula. Not sure? Let's continue. These shadows are softer than ever with minimum fallout and an array of bright shades and neutrals to mix and match for all of your summer looks. And again, this palette was $48. Is $48. If it becomes available again, you'll be able to get it for $48. You guys know I am obsessed with Jeffree Star Cosmetics. As I said in my last video, I own every single one, now including Thirsty, of his palettes. And I just absolutely love the pigmentation. I absolutely love the formula for the most part. I think I've only ever come across 2 or 3 shadows that I was like, but I mean, 98% of his shadows are amazing. And this is just filled with a bunch of colors that mama wants to use. So let's dive in and take a sip of Thirsty. This is gonna be an adventure, you guys. Let's go ahead and open her up. Ooh. Ooh, let's take the plastic off. New and fresh, love it. And then here you go, you guys. This is the palette in all of her beautiful, beautiful glory. I am so excited for this. Look at the blue and the green teal and the yellow and the, everything. Oh, Biiiitch. What? What? I can't wait. You guys, I'm just gonna go in and swatch a couple of these on my arm, and then the rest we are doing a full-on look today, so let's dive in. What do I wanna do first? Ooh, what do I wanna test first? Oh, I have no idea. Let's go in first something a little bit more neutral. Let's go in with Taste Buds. I think this looks super pretty. Wow, literally nothing came off the pan. I mean, it came on my finger, but no fallout came out of the pan, so that is really great to see. Let's go ahead and swatch it and see what we think. Sure, right on the cupcake, Jess. That's smart. Ooh, that is really pretty, very peachy. It is very light. Let's see if we can build her up. Yes, that is a really pretty color. Very excited for that. Now I kind of want to try Biiiitch. Just because I think it looks super pretty, super coral. Wow, look at that. That is so beautiful. Let's go ahead and swatch her too. Oh, You know what I love about this color, you guys? As you know, I do own the Blood Sugar palette. I just mentioned that moments ago. And it is filled with reds and oranges and corals and colors like that. And there is no color exactly like this in that palette. So thank you, Jeffree, for making something a little bit different. But yeah, so far, again, no fallout, and the blendability looks really nice. Again, we're not really gonna know until we slap it on the face. But let's keep going with a couple more swatches. Let's do one more matte. I think you guys know that I need to go in with Splash here. It is so pretty. 1, 2, oh. What? We'll be using this today. Just saying. Let's go ahead and swatch that too. Oh, so pretty. That one's a little bit more pale. Let's dive in again. Just try to build that up. Yeah, that is so beautiful. These kind of are pastel, but still really pack a punch in terms of color, so I can't wait. And let's try out one of the metallics, you guys. I am so pumped for this. Y'all know I love glitter. You know I love metallics. What do we try? Let's try Snatched. I feel like that one is really, really beautiful. It has like a rose gold kind of undertone to it. Even that, like no fallout? Are you kidding me? And it's not even like that chunky, but look at that. Oh my God. Ugh. Let's swatch it so I can get this on my face. All right, guys, here we go. Let's swatchy swatch. Oh, shut up. Stop playing right now. What? Let's get this on my eyes. I can't wait anymore, you guys. I have no idea what I'm gonna do. As you know, I just go into this all willy-nilly. I'll get inspired by something as I'm going. Definitely am thinking of putting these two together. I love the brown rose gold tone with the teal, and I don't know, I love it all kind of together, so let's find out what I do on my eyes. I'm gonna scoot you guys in a little bit closer and let's get crack-a-lackin'. You know, I feel like, you guys, when you get this close, I feel like it's that scene from Wayne's World where they were doing extreme close-up. What? That's all I'm saying. All right, you guys, before I get started on the actual eyeshadow itself, I am going to go ahead and put some powder under my eyes. Now, I'm not expecting any fallout, as this palette has claimed, but just to be on the safe side, not mess up all of my hard work that I've already done with the foundation and contour, I'm gonna go ahead and put some more Ben Nye translucent powder on my palette here. This is kind of what I use for everything, the Natural Set colorless powder. I also use the MAC Prep and Prime. I've used a few different loose powders. I haven't found a favorite yet, so let me know if you guys have one. Mom is curious. And I'm just gonna use my already damp beauty sponge from before and just go ahead and pack it underneath. It's gonna look a little crazy, but we'll wipe it away later, don't worry. Some of you guys might be wondering, Jess, why the heck is this an important step at all? If this palette has no fallout, or even if it does, why not just wipe it up later? Well, the fallout will fall onto the powder and then you wipe the powder away versus trying to get some blue eyeshadow off your face, guys. So trust me when I tell you, this step is pretty key. Now that I'm feeling good with that, let's dive in to the Thirsty palette. So excited. So you guys know that I usually like to put a light or a neutral color kind of all over my lid to get started with the powder situation. I'm gonna go ahead and dive into Parched, just a couple of little dips with my fluffy brush. I can't tell if anything's coming onto the brush, but let's assume it is. And yes, it was. This color doesn't really have a ton of pigmentation, but I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's definitely applying. I can feel it, but I'm not really seeing much of anything. So this is just literally gonna be a base shade for me right now. Because again, you guys, putting powder on your eye makes it easier to blend other powders that you put on your eye. It's not science, is it? No. You guys, there are just so many options. I just don't know. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking in the crease, we're gonna put Kumquat, and then maybe we'll do a little halo eye with the Submerge and Splash, or maybe just Splash. I'm thinking for sure Quench under the lash line here, and then definitely, we're gonna be using one of these here glitters. I just don't know which one. Let's just dive in. I'm gonna go ahead and start by putting Kumquat into my crease and see where I feel like that's gonna take me. That's very pretty. It's like a nice kind of burnt orange brown kind of color, for sure. And I'm just doing like a little swirl and a windshield wiper motion to make sure that I am fully blending her out, because nobody likes an unblended eyeshadow, okay? Literally no one. And you guys know I usually like to do a little bit of a winged out look, so I'm trying to plan that right now with the lighter colors so that you don't have to try to plan it with the darker shades later, because trust me, you will regret that. Come on, Kumquat, yes. There we go, and I'm just kind of dragging that wing out to almost meet the end of my super sharp eyebrows today, so that's kind of just what I'm doing. Make sense? Yes? No? I'm just gonna use this here fluffy brush, it's just a clean fluffy brush, to go ahead and blend that into Parched, which we put all over the lid. Try to make this a little bit softer around the outer edges there, and I think I'm pretty happy with that. All right, you guys, next up, I'm gonna go in with Splash, that beautiful teal color that I was playing with before. I am really inspired by this, also by Biiiitch, and as well by Quench. So I think for sure those three colors, and then we'll kind of find out which glitter we wanna throw on top of all that later, but let's keep it going. Now for Splash, since I definitely want it to pack a punch, I'm gonna be using a slimmer kind of packing brush here. It is pretty good for blending, you guys can see up here, but it's definitely gonna give me kind of more product to pack onto the eye, which is what I wanna do with a brighter color like Splash. So let's go ahead and dip in, 1, 2, 3. Okay. She's coated. I'm a little scared, but let's not be, and let's just roll with it. Here goes nothing. That is really pretty. It's definitely a little bit darker, you guys, I think, than what it looks like in the palette. I don't know, what's your opinion on that? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Maybe it's just on the viewfinder versus the mirror, it looks a little bit different, but I love it. Oh my God, it's so pretty. Let's drag this up. That's perfect. So you guys can see I'm kind of trying to create like a wing liner effect with the shadow. Again, I feel like this just kind of helps create a nice eye shape for my eye shape, which I call downturn sexy. Downturn Abby. And you guys can see I'm trying to just concentrate it on the two outer edges. It's starting to meet in the middle a little bit, but that's okay. I don't mind about it meeting in the middle. Why don't you just meet me in the middle? I'm losing my mind just a little. Oh, so pretty. I'm doing the same exact thing on the other eye, so let's get it done. It's so pretty. Just to get my edges blended in a little bit nicer, I'm gonna go back in with the same brush that I just used to put on Kumquat and try to get these blended just by doing a nice circular upward kind of flicking motion towards the outside. You guys seen that there? See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? But I'm not really gonna touch the inner corner. I want that to be a little bit brighter because we are gonna end up darkening this outer corner in just a moment anyway, but I just don't want any harsh little lines over here. In fact, I'm gonna dive back into Kumquat with one little dip, tap it, and really soften that up. The trick to makeup, you can always go back and make things softer. Must have been relief to see the softer side. Tried to tell you, but you look at me like maybe I'm an angel underneath. Innocent and sweet. And if you feel like you've gone too soft, which I feel like I just did, you can just go back in for a little bit more and then reinvigorate some of that color in here. So I want to stay blended here, but I want my eyelid to be like, boom, splash. I want it to make a splash. Speaking of, do you guys remember that movie Splash? The one with Tom Hanks and Daryl Hannah where she's a mermaid? I love that movie. I haven't seen it, my God, in at least 25 years. I don't even know. But what happened to movies like that? You remember that? Like, those were the day. Back in the 80s, they made just the best movies. Like, the best romance movies, I should say. Mannequin, Romancing the Stone, Splash, Big, Sleepless in Seattle. I mean, anything with Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks. Just watch it. I'm feeling pretty happy with where this is at so far, you guys. I'm digging this kind of teal with the peach, absolutely. So now I'm gonna go in and darken up this outer corner a little, just a scotch, just to try to give a little bit of dimension to this area right here. So to do that, I'm actually gonna dive into Submerge, which I know is brighter than Splash, but I'm also gonna dip into Drizzle. So, ooh, or do I want Subtle? I almost feel like that would be a good contour color, honestly. Let's do Subtle with Submerge. I feel like you definitely want to start off not as dark as you may want to go, because you can always go darker. You can diffuse, but you can't go lighter. That's for sure. Let me actually just lay down the blue first, and then I will do the brown on top of that. Let's try that out. Subtle is too subtle, so I think I am gonna dip one little dip into Drizzle over here and see if that does it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. So I'm just gonna dab a little bit on. Dab. I'm so sorry. And I'm doing the same thing on this side. Dabby dab dab, da dab dab da dab. Get the light blue color, da dab da dab dab. After that, just to be even, I will go back in with Submerge and add a little bit more of that. I mean, Subtle, I just put Submerge on, so I'm putting Subtle back on top of Submerge, and then one more dip into Drizzle to deepen that up. Just in this little V right here. Very important, don't take it all the way up into your wing. Keep it right here in your little V. And you guys guessed it, I'm going in and blending again. I kind of want to save the glitter for last. I should totally be doing it next, but your girl is not. She's gonna go in and do the lower lash line. So let me wipe off this bake and get crack-a-lackin' on that. Oh, translucent powder in the eye. That is nobody's friend. This eye might look a little irritated through the rest of the video, but just be with me. Let it drip and you guys just be drippy and be a part of it with me, okay? Thanks. All right, you guys, so first I'm gonna dive into Biiiitch and put that underneath my lash line, and then after that I'm gonna go in with Quench. So let's get started on that. Super excited. One kiss is all it takes, fall in love with me, possibilities, my look is all you need, oh. I love that song. Does anybody else love Dua Lipa right now? I love New Rules, that song is great too. You guys totally know that song. 1, don't pick up the phone, you know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. 2, don't let him in, you'll have to kick him out again. 3, don't be his friend, you know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got new rules, I'll count 'em. I'm actually also gonna dip into Taste Buds a little bit, cause why not? Let's get a lighter pink up in there. I'm feeling it. Yeah, definitely need Taste Buds in there. That kind of more coral color goes way better, in my opinion, with the teal. So I'm gonna lay down a little bit more Biiiitch on this side and then go in with a little bit more Taste Buds. This is a BADgal Pro flat shader brush, and that is what I'm using right now. I'm feeling super solid about this, you guys. Finally, you guys, we are going into Quench. I'm using a much fluffier brush for that because I want to smoke that into the pink and the red. I feel like that's gonna give it a nice kind of orange sunset vibe under with like a tropical beach, ocean, I don't know. I'm just picturing that my eye is the beach. I'm just using the beach as inspiration along with all of the fun colors here. So I'm hoping that this turns out one way or another how I want it to. If not, it's been fun. Oh yeah. That is what I'm talking about right there. Yes! Oh, that yellow though. And it was all yellow. I definitely want to use a smaller brush. This one is a little bit taxing, a little bit too big, and it's kind of getting all over the place in places I don't want it to be. So let's go in with this here. Real Techniques, what are you? Shading brush. It's just a lot tinier, so I feel like it's gonna give me an easier blend, if that makes any sense. And better placement. And then I'm also gonna drag that up kind of into this wing here just to have a nice line from my bottom lash line into my top lash line. I am living for this so far. This is the last step of the eyeshadow, you guys. My favorite step, the glitter. Now, what are we feeling? Ooh, there are so many good options. This silver one over here, I think Divine would look freaking amazing. I'm like, or do I go for a more gold tone? Ooh. I'm always doing gold, you guys. Let's go in for the glitter. Now for this, I am gonna use my finger to apply it because in general, as I've mentioned many times before, with any glitters or metallics, using a brush just is not gonna give you what you want. Let's try it with a brush first anyway to be extra, because why not? I'm going to use this here little Morphe pencil brush and just see if it does anything at all. There's a little bit that came off onto the brush, but let's see. Oh, it's definitely there. You guys can see it, but I think using your finger will pack more of a punch. Now, I don't know why, but for some reason I only use my pinky finger and my ring finger to do makeup. I feel like it gives me easier control over the whole area I'm putting it in. So let's, yeah, I mean, hello. Look at that with like one little swipe. Let's go ahead and pop that on. This is getting super exciting. I can't wait. Oh my good, sweet, tiny infant Jesus. That is stunning. And I don't use that word a lot, you guys, but my goodness, that is divine. This is the color Divine and it looks divine. I feel like my eyelid looks very mermaid, tropical wet almost in a way. Can you guys see that? Ah, love, I'm living for it. Let's go in and do the other eye. Boom. Look at this stuff, isn't it neat? Wouldn't you think my collection's complete? Wouldn't you think I'm the girl who has everything? I don't have everything, I just own all the Jeffree Star palettes and lip bundles and a lot of other stuff. Look at this cove, treasures untold. How many wonders can one gather and hold? Looking around here, you think, sure, she's got everything. I've got palettes and lipsticks aplenty. I've got doe foots and brushes galore. You want eyeliners? I've got 20. But who cares? No big deal. I want more. I want to get what all the gurus get. Lots of boxes coming from PR of all of the companies that I want to try. When's it my turn? When will you send me some of the free expensive beauty? Gain more subscribers. Make sure they're alive or you'll never get that. Yeah, I think that looks pretty darn good. All right, you guys, so the eyeshadow itself is all complete and now I am torn. I don't know what to pick, I'm torn. I've got too many options. This is how I feel. For my inner waterline, do I go with pink or with steel? I think I'm gonna go for the opalescent pink. I do think that the steel color cuff would look really nice too, but we're gonna go in with Heartless. I fell in love with this. I mean, look at that. It's just this beautiful, I know we're doing a Jeffree star, but come on, hello. I just love how pearlescent that is, and I feel like that's gonna make my inner waterline just boom, pop out really, really nicely. So I'm gonna pop this in and I'll be right back and we'll see if we can tell the difference. Can you guys tell which eye I put it on? To me, visually, it makes a big difference in the mirror. I don't know if it's translating well on camera at all, but if you guys couldn't tell, it is this eye. For those of you who guessed correctly, then I must have done a good job. Let's do it on the other one. Just so you guys know, when I'm applying anything into my inner waterline, I like to use my beauty blender and like peel my eyeball down just so I can really get in there. I do have sensitive eyes. My eyes water quite a bit, so I try not to poke myself in the eye just to make that situation even worse. So I kind of just take this, go like that, boop, and drag her in. This is one of the things, other than tight lining, that took me the longest to get used to doing makeup. And if you guys don't know what tight lining is, honey, that's a whole nother video. All right, so both eyes are now complete with liner, with shadow. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some mascara on, do some blush, throw a lipstick on, and I will be right back. And y'all let me know what you think about the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette, and I'll let you know what I think about it also. Ooh, hello there. Hi, I heard you were thirsty. I absolutely love how this came out, you guys. Now, I did get some translucent powder in my right eye, so she is tearing up a little bit, but overall, I just absolutely love how this turned out. Again, threw on a little bit of mascara. I did end up adding a little bit more of that silver color into the inner corners and also right up here on my brow bone to make that pop a little bit. But I am loving, like, I went for like this wet kind of beachy looking vibe today. I love how the makeup turned out. And again, you guys saw it wasn't that hard to do. So if you guys have any colors that are like that, I want to see you all pull off a look. Just do like the similar sort of halo eye mentality sort of jazz. Make it up kind of like I did. What do you think about this tropical summer look? Do you love it? What do you think about this palette? Here are my thoughts. You can tell that this formula is very different from his other eyeshadow palettes. Number one, the other palettes do have a little bit more fallout. They are a little bit stronger in the pigmentation, but not that this is not strong. You just have to go in maybe 2 or 3 times versus the other palettes like Blood Sugar, Androgyny, and of course Beauty Killer, and now Thirsty, please. I want all of them, and there's a new holiday one I heard maybe possibly coming out, so just take my money, Jeffree. I'm just gonna email you my credit card information, and just every time you're gonna release an eyeshadow palette, just send me one. It's cool. You don't even need to tell me that it's happening. Like, I don't care. Let the transaction occur. That's fine with me. But anyway, you guys, with those, again, they're super duper pigmented and they have such bare fallout. I don't know how he managed. Let me get this palette. I mean, you guys can see there is really, and you can tell the colors that I used, the ones I didn't exactly touch. I mean, even look at Divine. You can tell I dipped my finger in there and a brush a bunch of times. There is no fallout anywhere on this pan. So that is shaking me to my core just a little bit because the colors are really pretty. They blend beautifully. They went on really nice. And I just, again, it's another win for me with Jeffree Star. I don't know, you guys, like I'm really trying to find something to hate on it. I feel like I'm just saying I love it, I love it, I love it. This is not sponsored, okay? I am not getting paid to talk about this in any sort of way, positive or negative. Hello? I just genuinely love the product. So I highly recommend it if you can ever get your hands on one. If you don't think you can though, don't forget, we're gonna have a 500 subscriber giveaway where you can get the Thirsty palette or the Equality Lip Bundle, or the Wet n Wild Unicorn holographic collection. Ooh. So make sure again that you guys stay subscribed, watch my future videos, let me know what you think, let me know what you want to see next. I have another Jeffree Star tutorial from another palette that I had from his. I also have a few other things coming up for the month, but I'm curious to know what y'all want to see. And I'm also curious, what are you guys doing this summer? I'm working, so that is what I'm doing. At least the store I'm going to now will be closer to where I'm traveling to now, so I don't have to go waking up at 3:17 a.m. every single day and not even having the wherewithal to put on mascara or do my brows. I literally roll out of bed, shower, and have a cup of coffee and go to work. Because mama's not making it without the coffee before she hits the road, okay? If you didn't know, now you know. And if you don't know, now you know. Ha. So anyway, you guys, that was my full-on review of the Thirsty palette. I love it. I would love to know what you guys think. I'm gonna do some other looks and I will make sure to get those all up on Instagram for you guys. I don't know what else to say, so all I will say is I hope you're enjoying the beginning of summer, and I will see all of you beautiful people in the next video. Bye. 3 little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes you got it wrong, but it's alright. The more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Ooh, don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your shadow on, tell me your favorite one. Just go ahead and just blend it. Yellow, pink, and teal green, I got some glitter dreams. Just go ahead, put your look on. Oh, you're gonna see if you like it when it's done.